Nobody is closing deals in 2024. You've probably noticed if you're running ads, you're generating leads, you run a business, it has been harder this last year to close deals than has ever been in history. And if you felt that way, you're 100% right. And here is the reason why. Right now, we are in something that's called a trust recession. So people are becoming very, very accustomed to the paid acquisition process. So for example, people submitting their information online, they're seeing ads and they're going through answering questions, filling out surveys, submitting their information. And what's happening is by the time they've gotten to you and actually requested you to reach out to them, they've already filled out 3 other forms. People are very accustomed to this process, which means the people who have the best sales process wins. You already are in competition with 3 people because on average, because they've already submitted their information elsewhere. So if that person calls them faster, if that person has a better conversation or has a better sales team or builds more trust, you automatically lose. The competitive nature in this business is what's making it harder than ever to close deals. And here is how we fix it.
So you need to be building trust throughout the process. Building rapport is so important on the initial touch point because first impressions matter even in sales, and people bypass this all of the time because they immediately want to set the frame, handle objections, ask all these types of questions, but people really want to know you're human. So you can really tie that down and show the other person on the other side of the Zoom screen or on the phone call that you're actually a human. Most of the time, they won't have their walls up when they speak with you and your team.
Now, one simple change that we have made to our sales process and all of our clients' sales process, which doesn't seem like it would have a huge impact, but it actually does, is having a 2-step process instead of a 1-call close. This means the first call that they book onto somebody's calendar is actually just a triage call over the phone to build some initial rapport and get that person warmed up before they make it to a closing call. This role, the setter role is what some people would call it, is more important now than ever because that first interaction with you needs to be the first step to building a significant amount of trust. So call number 1, they come to that call, you build a bunch of rapport on the front end, make sure you're ready to show potential avenues of results that you have gotten for people, show testimonials, whatever it might be, leading into that second call. And when the closer who's actually going to close that deal encounters that prospect, we have already jumped through all the hoops that we need to jump through so that we don't have to battle all of those objections on the second call.
And one of the things that's probably the hardest is having brand authority. People want to see proof, and that's just the cold hard truth. So when you're first starting out, it's hard to get testimonials and credibility. So what you can do is lower the barrier to entry or even lower your price points because you have to earn the trust and gradually create your brand from real results, not a facade or some crazy guarantee. So don't overpromise and underdeliver. And then once you do actually get them results, then every email and text message that goes out should have your testimonials, your social channels, and educational resources so that they can know, like, and trust you.
If you're enjoying this content, make sure you like and subscribe. We're big fans of you actually taking initiative and doing the work yourself. But if you've gotten yourself to that point where you just don't have the time, effort, and energy to do so, we actually build out all of these systems done for you. So if you're new to business and you want a community, you can actually click the link below and join our Skool community. But if you actually want to see if you qualify to work with Active Solutions, click the link below in the description and schedule your call with us.